It is being reported that Canada is considering retaliating against Trump by trying to impose sanctions against him. Specifically, Canadian Foreign Minister Chrystia Freeland is saying she will not rule out potential retaliatory sanctions against the Trump Organization in response to President Trump's recently announced tariffs. Freeland was asked this by a Canadian lawmaker during a question period during a press conference on Tuesday, whether the Canadian government has considered sanctions targeting Trump's businesses but excluding the American people in retaliation to Trump's tariffs on imported steel and aluminum from Canada. Although Freeland added that the tariffs imposed by the Trump administration against Canada, Mexico, and other nations are illegal and unjustified, she also confirmed Canadian Prime Minister Justin Trudeau's criticism by saying President Trump's national security justification is insulting. The Hill reported further on the Canadian retaliation sanctions, trending, "He did it. Look what Trump just did for Social Security recipients, they said he couldn't do it." Freeland was asked by a Canadian lawmaker during a question period Tuesday whether the nation's government has considered sanctions targeting Trump's businesses rather than the American people in response to Trump's tariffs on imported steel and aluminum, according to the Canadian magazine Maclean. Freeland did not reject the idea, saying that the tariffs imposed by the Trump administration against Canada, Mexico, and other nations are illegal and unjustified, according to the magazine. She also echoed Canadian Prime Minister Justin Trudeau's criticism, saying Trump's national security justification is an insult to Canadians. "We are now in a consultation period.We welcome ideas from all Canadians on what should and what should not be in our retaliation list," she added, according to Maclean. The politician who posed the initial question, Regina-Lewvan MP Erin Weir, invoked the Justice for Victims of Corrupt Foreign Officials Act as a way to sanction foreign nationals. "It is an interesting one, given President Trump's alleged ties with Russia," Weir said, according to the magazine. "I can see how it would be seen as a radical measure, but we are confronted with a radical reality from the Trump administration." Maclean notes that the law Weir cites is most commonly utilized for foreigners responsible for human rights violations. It allows the government to enforce travel bans and asset freezes.The possibility of sanctions against the Trump Organization comes amid escalating tensions between the U.S. and Canada.After the Group of Seven summit, Trump and members of his administration attacked Trudeau after the Prime Minister said in a press conference he may impose retaliatory tariffs against the U.S. Trump said he would not sign the G7 agreement and called Trudeau weak and dishonest. Canada's House of Commons on Monday responded by unanimously condemning the administration. The ideas of sanctions against the Trump administration come after rising tensions between the U.S. and Canada. Especially after the Group of Seven summit, where Trump and members of his administration voiced opinions of Trudeau after the Prime Minister said in a press conference he may impose retaliatory tariffs against the U.S. The truth here is that the Canadian government wants to start a war against the Trump administration because they already impose tariffs on American products. Even though NAFTA is in place, they still get away with tariffs, but they complain if we do the same to them. What would you do if you were President Trump facing the sanctions from Canada? Ask a friend what they would do and share this with them.